Toki Himeragi. Not only did she have amazing physical features that made people call her a miracle of beauty, but she was able to sing and dance as well. For that reason, she was one of the most popular idols of this generation. Her dance moves put real dancers to shame, and her singing was beautiful like an angel. My name is Naoto Miki, and I'm 24 years old. I was completely in love with Toki-chan. I went to as many meet and greets as I could, and would always buy her CDs and merch. That's how much I love Toki-chan. Huh? An emergency notification? Breaking news? Idol Toki Himeragi is missing? What? Toki-chan is missing? Oh, I'm sorry. The news was so sudden that I let out a shout, even though I was still on the train. As a result, the other passengers were all staring at me in annoyance. But there were also passengers who looked worried after finding out that Toki-chan was missing. I went home to the apartment I lived in alone, but... why did Toki-chan disappear? I was so heartbroken over the news that Toki-chan was missing that I didn't even realize that I was home. How am I going to live my life without anything to look forward to? Huh? My door is open. My doorknob didn't click like it usually did when I put in my key. Sure enough, I found out that the door was unlocked when I turned the knob. Did I forget to lock my door? What if a burglar came inside? I need to check if I have all my belongings. I looked around my apartment to see if there were any signs of unwanted entry. I wanted to believe that nothing happened, but I also didn't want to risk anything, so I decided to carefully look around. Worst case scenario, the burglar could still be inside my house. That's why I'm doing this carefully. Very carefully. What? There was clearly a noise from in there. No way. Is someone in there? I debated calling the police, but I didn't want to bother them with a false alarm either. I decided to check with my own eyes first. That was when... No one's here. Gosh, don't scare me like that. I guess it was all in my head. But that's just a facade, and they might actually be in here. As I said that, I opened up my closet. There, I found... What? After being relieved that no one had broken in, I jokingly opened the closet door and found the burglar hiding inside. I hastily pulled out my phone. 911! 911!
Hold on, I'm not a sketchy person. My name is Toki and I'm a celebrity.
How are you not sketchy breaking into someone's house? Wait, what? Toki-chan?
Yes, please don't call the police on me.
The woman who grabbed onto my arms was none other than the missing Toki-chan. Wait, yeah, maybe I'm dreaming or something.
I apologize for entering without your permission. I'm sorry.
Why were you inside my house?
Well, I was running away from my managers. I was quickly looking for somewhere to hide and found an open door. I was hoping that the person living here would give me refuge. But no one was home. I was trying to think of what to do when you came back home, so I panicked and hid in the closet.
Yeah, this was all terrible timing. Why are you running away from your managers?
The thing is, I don't like being an idol anymore.
What? Why?
Ever since my debut 5 years ago, I've been working as an idol non-stop. I'm exhausted. I've always wanted to be an idol. I wanted to shine as an idol, so I worked hard on my dancing and singing ever since I was a child, but I'm starting to think that this isn't what I was aiming for.
She's one of the top idols in the industry. She probably is really busy. Plus, Toki-chan became popular quickly after her debut. Companies from all over the country have been dragging her everywhere.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the guy that comes to my meet and greets often? Your name is Miki Naoto-san, if I'm not mistaken.
You remember me?
Of course. I do my best to remember my fans, especially if they come to see me often. I'm so sorry. It took me a while to realize that it was you.
No, it's no problem. I'm so happy that you even remembered me.
This coincidence.
What's wrong? Toki-chan suddenly stopped to think, so I looked at her hesitantly. That's when...
Miki-san? I mean, Naoto-san! Will you please do me a favor?
Wait, Toki-chan! What are you doing?
Please, will you give me shelter? Thanks to the fact that my face is all over the media, my management will find out right away if I go to a hotel. That's why... Please, give me refuge in your home.
I can't do that!
Why not? I'm 20 years old, so I'm not underage. You're allowed to bring me into your home.
We're going to get in trouble when your management finds out!
I won't leave this apartment. I'll stay inside patiently. Please.
My favorite celebrity and a nationwide popular idol is trying to live inside my apartment. I never would have thought that something like this would happen to me in real life. Don't you understand, though? I'm a huge fan of yours, so it might be even more dangerous to stay with me than some other random man.
After seeing all my merch in this room, I've come to the conclusion that you're one of my top fans. But you always follow the permitted time during our meet and greets, so I'm assuming you're a respectable person. This room is very clean, too. I believe you have good morals, so I won't be in any physical danger.
Is she serious? I'm happy that she trusts me, but I don't think a normal person would try to live here in her situation. But Toki-chan is asking me for a favor. I have one condition then.
What is it?
I need to contact your parents and your manager and let them know that you're safe. You don't need to tell them where you are if you don't want to. But if you don't let them know that you're safe, everyone will be worried. At the very least, your fans are going crazy right now.
I understand, but they're probably going to get mad at me.
I'm sure they will be mad at you, but at this rate, you're going to make many people sad. You're a professional in the industry and an adult as well. You need to take responsibility. There will be a lot of events with a missing slot if you decide not to perform. I'm sure you should deal with that properly.
You're right. I'm going to try to tell them that I want a proper vacation.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to make the call.
After Toki-chan said that, she went into the hall, but...
They got so mad at me!
Toki-chan was on the phone for a while, but when she returned, she was bawling. I bet they were pissed at her. Her schedule must have been packed, and people were going to lose out on a lot of money. So, what did they say about your living situation?
I was able to hide my exact location. They even gave me a proper vacation. They'll wait for me until I'm ready to start working again. I mean, they did say 6 months at the latest.
They're actually giving her a proper break. I'm glad that you can finally have proper days off.
I mean, I have to pay penalties for it, though. After all, I'm causing trouble to a lot of people.
Are you going to be okay?
Thankfully, I have savings from the work I've been doing, so yes, I'll be okay.
She's very responsible. Since your manager is okay with giving you a break, are you going to live at a hotel?
Oh, I think they'll come to drag me back if I'm at a hotel.
She's seriously going to live at my house? I understand. You did follow my condition after all. Go ahead. Make yourself at home.
Really? Thank you so much!
My favorite celebrity was smiling right in front of me. That itself was enough to make me feel like it was all worth it. So, did I use up a lifetime's worth of luck today? Oh, right. You were running away from your manager today, so you didn't get a chance to eat, right?
Embarrassingly, yes.
I don't think I have enough food at home, so I'll go out to buy more things.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Okay. Do you think you can cook the rice?
The rice...
Do you know how to use the rice cooker?
Of course I do! I just need to put rice in there and press the button, right?
Well, she's not wrong, but... just rice?
Huh? What else would you put? Oh, are we going to have red bean rice? Or mixed rice?
I see. I understand. Please, just relax on your phone today.
Huh? Why?
If you're interested in cooking, We can do it together after I get back. After realizing that she didn't know how to cook rice, I told her that with a smile and headed to the grocery store nearby. I'm home! Huh? Can she not hear me? Toki-chan wasn't in the living room, so I started cooking. I thought I could just call her Toki-chan after I finished dinner. After the food was ready, I went to call Toki-chan, but she's sleeping. Toki-chan was comfortably sleeping in my bed. She did say she was working without ever getting proper rest, so she's probably really tired. I want to let her sleep, but dinner's ready. Toki-chan, please wake up. Dinner's ready.
Dinner?
Yes, dinner.
I can't eat anymore.
You didn't eat anything yet.
Huh? Wait, when did I fall asleep?
I'm sorry. Did I surprise you?
Nayata-san! Oh god, that was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing, so embarrassing. I accidentally showed you how I look when I'm sleeping.
Toki-chan looks so cute when she's embarrassed, too. It's nothing to worry about. You looked adorable.
Please, don't say things like that. You're going to make me blush.
Just like that, I led the embarrassed Toki-chan to the dinner table.
This is so delicious. Nayata-san, you're very good at cooking.
Thank you. I started working right after I graduated high school and lived alone as a result. I started cooking since then.
Wow. My mom always does everything for me, so I don't even know how to use the washing machine.
I mean, you're very busy with your work as an idol. It's understandable.
Nayata-san, if you're okay with it, will you teach me how to do the household chores?
What? I know we're going to live together, but I'm not expecting you to do the chores for me.
Oh no, you're busy with work and I'll probably have nothing to do when I'm at home. So I want you to leave the household chores to me. It's the least I can do.
She's very respectful. Let's start learning step by step. It might be difficult to take all of it in at once.
Thank you so much. Oh, by the way.
Huh?
How much should I pay you each month?
Oh, that? Don't worry about it. I mean, the fact that I'm taking care of Toki-chan makes me so happy already. People would spend millions to experience this. Living fees are nothing compared to that.
I can't just accept that. Is $10,000 enough?
10,000?
Oh, is that not enough? How about $20,000?
No. Even if I did ask for money, that amount is way too much. Please, think about it. Do you think you'll need $10,000 in living expenses for a single month?
I'm sorry. My mom always cooks for me. If I wanted something to drink or eat at a restaurant, my manager usually handles the bill. So I don't know anything about these things.
I mean, isn't the price on the menu? Oh, right. She probably only eats at expensive restaurants. I heard fancy places like that don't have prices on their menus, and even if they did, it would have been super expensive. Please, don't worry about the money. It's not a hassle to feed one extra person. Just keep in mind from now on that a month's worth of food and utilities is normally around a few $100s, $1,000 at most. I don't want you to be tricked by someone in the future.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
What a kind and respectful man. The men around me always bragged about their money, looks, and successes, or judged others based on the brands they wore. Nayata-san is completely different from all those men. He's so amazing.
Huh? Is she looking at me? Oh, she looked away. Toki-chan started to act strange after that, but it wasn't like there were any problems. After that day, whenever I was home, I taught Toki-chan how to do the household chores. She was struggling at first because she actually didn't know how to do anything at all. Still, she was a top celebrity and a fast learner. She seemed embarrassed to put her laundry with mine, but insisted that she didn't want to increase the water or power bill by doing her laundry separately. I thought it was strange for her to care about small details like that when she was so eager to pay $10,000 to $20,000 to live here. Maybe she's actually a frugal person who just didn't understand the worth of things until recently. About a month later...
Hey everyone! Thank you so much for coming to see me today! I have a lot more songs to sing, so let's enjoy the rest of the night!
Toki-chan seems sad. Maybe she wants to go back to being an idol deep down? Toki-chan, when are you going to return back to your work as an idol?
I'm not.
What?
I'm not going to be an idol anymore. I ran away from the industry, so there's no place for me to return.
But didn't your management say that they're giving you a break? That's what they're all saying on TV, too.
My intention was to return back to my job at first, but as more time goes by, I'm getting scared. If I go back to the industry, the fans and staff, a lot of people might talk badly about me. They might say things like, "You ran away once, don't come crawling back as if you're still worthy of the stage."
I think you're wrong.
Naoto-san?
I'm not sure about what the staff is going to say, but your fans are all waiting for you to come back.
You don't know that!
I do. Look.
I wonder if Toki-chan is going to start performing soon. How long is her break?
It was a sudden break, so what if she's sick or something? I want to see her cheerful smile again. See? Everyone is waiting for you. No fan is going to be angry at you for coming back. Anyone who thinks badly of your return isn't a fan. They're a hater. Every popular celebrity is going to have haters, so there's no use getting upset over that, right? That's why you shouldn't worry about that and do what you want to do.
Even if I'm a terrible person, I ran away from my job and responsibilities, so I'm a failure. I might not deserve to stand in the public eye anymore.
Toki-chan, your dance moves have the power to make people happy. Your singing has the power to make people feel at peace. And your smile, it has the power to make people smile too. That's why everyone is waiting for your return. Your fans understand that you were always busy and that your schedule was taking a toll on you, so no one is going to be angry with you.
Naoto-san? Thank you so much! I think I'm going to start over again as a celebrity.
That's great! As one of your fans, I'll be happier seeing you perform again. If I'm being honest, I don't want this lifestyle to end. But Toki-chan isn't the type of person that should be complacent with living here. I shouldn't selfishly keep her to myself, so I have to properly send her off. Toki-chan left my apartment that day. I couldn't help but feel sad that the places she was at for the last month were now empty. But this was my normal life. I'm sure I'll get used to it in a couple of weeks. I hope. A few days later, Toki-chan held a press conference. She answered questions about why she had taken a break truthfully and sincerely apologized that her actions were not one of a professional in the industry. However, her eyes had a certain strength to tell them now and held no remains of the weak girl who had cried in front of me. She must have had a clear idea of what she should do and believed in herself. Or so, that's what I thought.
Lastly, I have something I must tell everyone. Although it is completely selfish of me, I, Toki Himigari, am going to retire from being an idol starting today.
What? Wait, what? She's quitting? I thought she was going to go back to being an idol! The crowd also let out confused voices. Honestly, my brain hadn't caught up with what had just happened.
I'm so sorry for surprising you. I say that I'm going to retire from being an idol, but that doesn't mean I'm going to quit being in the industry. I plan to continue to be in the spotlight as a proper artist.
Turns out that she was going to quit being an idol to become a singer. But why?
There was a person who was constantly supporting me over this past month, despite the fact that we just met recently. I was honestly scared to step back into the spotlight, to the point where I thought about quitting the entertainment industry as a whole. But that person told me that my songs and dances have the power to cheer my fans up. I was strongly encouraged to come back because there were fans waiting for me to sing and dance for them again. It was all thanks to that person that I was able to come back here in front of you all. And I fell in love with that person. That's why I'm going to quit being an idol. I'm going to be a singer so that I'll be allowed to have private relationships. I may hurt some fans with this decision, The only thing I can do for people like that is to apologize. I am genuinely sorry. Of course, my management was completely against it, but I would like to prioritize my own feelings. I thought that if I tried to ignore these feelings, I would be losing a part of myself that I can't get back. For those of you who will support me even when I am not an idol, I truly appreciate you.
After saying those words, Toki-chan thanked the reporters and everyone watching and concluded the press conference. She was talking about me, right? I still can't believe that Toki-chan said that! Thanks to Toki-chan's press conference, news about her was all over social media websites and television programs. There were people who were thrilled that Toki-chan was back, some who were confused about her transition into a singer, and finally, those who cried knowing that she had a special person in her life. There were even people and reporters who commented that her actions were unprofessional, but any negative comments were deleted or drowned out by the fans. I'm sure everyone already had a feeling that if anyone were to get in the way of Toki-chan's work as a singer, she would just as easily disappear from the public eye again. That's the risk she was willing to take when she called for the press conference. A few hours after that, Toki-chan visited my apartment.
You watched the press conference, right?
Of course.
Could I ask you for your response to my confession then? I was serious when I said that I like you, Naoto-san.
After boldly confessing her feelings to me in a press conference, she came all the way to my home to ask for my answer. In response, I said, "Of course, it's a yes. After all, I've been in love with you since your debut."
I see. I thought that would be your response. But I'm very happy. I was regretting the fact that I ran away from my life, but thanks to that, I was able to meet you, Naoto-san. I'm very thankful for this blessing.
I feel the same way, Toki-san. I'm so happy to be able to be with you.
Yes, I feel that way too, Naoto-san.
Just like that, the two of us started dating. I thought that Toki-chan's manager and management company would hate me, but her graciousness in the press conference made her popular. She now had more fans than ever before. According to her manager, Toki-chan's weakness was her mentality. She was now emotionally stable and much stronger than before. She claims this was all thanks to me, which is why she appreciates me for allowing Toki-chan to be more focused on her work. As a result of that, I was allowed to follow Toki-chan around on my days off. We spent many happy days together.